Hey guys, Melissa here from lovableloops.com. I've been getting a lot of questions and comments from you guys in various methods like via Facebook or on Instagram or through YouTube. And so I wanted to make a tutorial to show you guys how I get the ears on my hats to stay up. So I have my unicorn hat here that I have made. And I have already made the 2 ears for them. The pattern for this unicorn hat is on my blog. I also have a tutorial, but I'm thinking about redoing it. But I can link to both of those below. For the ears are made using an H5mm crochet hook. Now I do have a tendency to crochet pretty tightly. So if after this tutorial you still find you have a hard time getting your ears to stand up, you might want to try using a smaller hook to make your stitches a little tighter, but I made mine with the H hook. So now I'm going to show you guys how I get them to stand up. So here's the ear. This is the ending yarn, and this is the yarn tail that I from my beginning chain that I had made. You're going to need both of those. So I'm going to go ahead and thread that bottom. So this is the part of the ear that's going to be on the hat. So I'm going to determine where I want to place my ear. And what I do is I am going to work through those stitches. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to, these are my 2 rows of stitches here. I'm going to bring that yarn, the tapestry needle, underneath. And now I'm going to thread it right through the base of the ear. I'll pull that snug, and then I'm going to go through that next stitch because I'm working my way down. Pull it nice and snug, then I'm going to loop my tapestry needle, sew it right through. Once again, bringing that tapestry needle underneath through those stitches, and then again through the base of the ear. Okay, and then one more time here. Okay, so if that were it alone, it probably wouldn't, I mean, it's standing up fairly well like that, but it's still, it's a bit floppy. So I'm going to pass this yarn through so it's on the right hand side of the ear through to the inside, okay? I'm actually going to try to leave that tapestry needle on there. And then I have another tapestry needle here. I am going to use that yarn tail from my beginning chain, and I am going to thread this piece of yarn through the ear back and forth down to this side. I want this yarn tail to end up on the opposite side from the other one that we just passed through to the inside of the hat, okay? So just like this. Weaving it back and forth. Okay, and then I'm going to pass that yarn through on this opposite side here, okay? Now, you want to make sure that you're not pulling that yarn too snug because you don't want it to curl in. But you do want it to be snug enough so that it helps hold that ear in place. So you can see here, if I'm tugging on the yarn tail that I just passed through, if I pull too hard, it's going to make it curl up because it's pulling this end towards that the yarn that I passed through. So you don't want to pull it too hard, but you want to pull it just hard, like as hard as you can without actually curling the ear. Okay, and then on the inside of the hat, I don't want to just tie these 2 pieces together because that'll squish the middle of the ear. So I'm going to weave this end over to the other ear, or the other yarn tail. I guess I didn't need that. Tie it snugly. Okay, and then flip your hat inside out and then make sure that that ear is still there. And you can see, I mean, even if I shake it, it's still ends up in that upright position. So I think looping the yarn, I think weaving it through these stitches back and forth through the ear, the bottom of the ear, and through those stitches there helps. And then I think it also really helps to use that yarn tail, that original tail from your beginning chain, and having it end up on the opposite side of the working yarn tail here. I really think the combination of those things is what helps me to get my animal ears stay up. So I hope that this was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them below. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you receive notifications when I post new tutorials. All right, thank you.